Hey everybody, welcome to Be My Valentine. Today is February 5th, and the topic today is Are you hungry? Right? How do we get when we are hungry? Sometimes we don't pay attention to what you're talking about, or we might be moody, right? When people is hungry, they tend to be moody. So, what are you doing that people is maybe not reacting, or maybe they don't seem interested in you on your date, right? So, if you didn't take them out to pick up a bite or to eat something, if you are not eating and you've been talking for about an hour, they might be hungry. So it's okay to ask people, are you hungry? Maybe prepare some snacks if you are going, like if you're going to the park and there is no food around, you might want to bring some fruit, drinks, something they can actually bite, maybe chips. When people is stressed out, and this is normal because people get nervous when they first getting to know you. So munching something crunchy relaxes people. So you want your potential date to be relaxed, because if they are stressed out, they might react in a way that you didn't expect it, or that might create some kind of tension in the relationship. Whatever it is going to start as a friendship, of course. But if you wanted to advance into something else that you will appreciate, or if your intent is to keep on seeing this person or dating them, then ask the question, are you hungry? And maybe also when you're out, before you're out, and when you are inviting the person to go out, if there is no food involved on the dates, then maybe ask the person if they have some type of allergy. Those are important, because what if you bring a snack that has an item that the person cannot eat, and because they're hungry and they're not going to pay attention, and they're probably going to assume that but if you haven't asked, they will probably ask you, does it have nuts? Is there milk on it? These allergies that people has, gluten, is another one. So maybe what you're bringing is not going to be helpful because the person has an allergy. So ask those questions, beforehand, before you're taking someone to a date. Do you have any type of allergies? What is your preference for food? Do you have any specific uh, diet that you're watching right now? Do you have anything that you are avoiding? Do you have any diet restrictions, right? Sometimes it's people is in the low carb diet, right? They're not eating carbs, or sometimes they're not eating sugars, or they're not eating meats, right? So whatever it is that they are avoiding, you need to be aware, because maybe the place that you are choosing, even if you're going out to eat, they probably don't serve much of what they eat, so they're going to be left with limited options. Or maybe you are a meat eater and they don't eat meat, they're vegan or vegetarian, right? So where are you taking the person that will probably leave them with limited options, right? And so do ask anything related to food. We all love food. There is no person in the world that doesn't love food. Sometimes children are picky, and adults are too, but right now in the current society, in our community, allergies is a big issue. You need to ask. You don't want to make someone sick or having a reaction. If they go out with you, they probably didn't bring their allergy medicine, unless it's a severe allergy where they even have to put the shot on their leg. So you don't want any of those situations. Those can be funny, but it can also scare you. Some people has extreme allergies where if they even taste it or touch it, they will go to the hospital. So be mindful of those situations, and do ask those questions. It's better to ask than not to ask, right? So what happens if the car breaks before you get to the event or where you are going, and maybe you have to wait for the mechanic, or if you get into an accident and the person is hungry, maybe you have some snacks, but those snacks need to be helpful, because what if they cannot even eat them? And what is their preferred drink that you might get it, you know so they can enjoy it, they can feel comfortable, they can feel taken care of. It's just as when you bring someone into your car, it's just polite to ask them, what kind of music do you like? Do you mind if I play music, right? There is nothing more annoying than listening to a track or a specific music that you don't like or reminds you of something unpleasant, and you are shy to say, because you don't have much really confidence to say it, because this is a new date, it's a new person. You feel embarrassed to say something because it's probably their favorite music, right? So we need to ask these questions, even when people get in. What are you playing? Does people like a music on the car? Do they rather talk to you? And also let them know if playing music distracts you, because that is important. Maybe say, yeah, well, I appreciate you telling me that, and if I do play music, it's gonna be low because it distracts me from driving, or I'd rather talk to you. You have to come in some kind of agreement. So if anything happens while you get to where you are going, and the person you're dating is getting hungry, or you yourself are getting hungry, if you're getting hungry, you're gonna be moody. You're gonna be short fused. You're gonna be probably letting out words that you don't want to say, or you don't want the person to hear, or maybe you're gonna treat them in a way you wish you didn't, right? So that's gonna ruin your date. So prepare snacks even for yourself, so you don't have those kind of behaviors and you scare your date. We don't want that. We want to keep them, right? If it's a potential date, and even if they're not, you can separate and stay as friends. Friendships are important. Collaborations are important. Maybe this is someone you want to you might want to make business with. This is probably a partnership. This is probably someone you will introduce to your friend. They might get married, or this is someone you will like your mom to meet for a specific situation or a purpose. Maybe they're talented at something that your mom needs, or your dad, or your cousin, or your brother or sister, someone who you know and care for. They probably need their help. So you want to end up in good terms, even if it doesn't turn to be a loving relationship, even if you don't go out a second date, you want to end up friends. So what we're trying to do is avoiding situations that can potentially harm that ending, if it ever ends. And we know there is always an end, of course. So whatever reason that the relationship or the intent it goes into, you want it to be as healthy as possible. We all want to be treated in a considerate manner. We all want to be accepted and loved and appreciated. So what you want, they also want. So there is nothing wrong with giving people the opportunity to tell you, I'm hungry. Please, can we stop somewhere? I'm really hungry. I cannot wait another hour to get where you want to take me. Can we at least stop to get a snack? Or I'm thirsty. Can we please stop and get a drink? Right? Give him that confidence. Give him that assurance that you will keep it in mind, and just tell them, if you're hungry, if you're thirsty, let me know. We can do something about it. And if you are one of those people who is very punctual and you don't want to be late for the event, and you rather don't stop, well, let them know punctuality for you is very important. But maybe if you get to the event at the time you want to get, and it is important to get there, I'm not trying to tell you it's not, it is important. But if you are right on time and you're not happy with each other, you're not going to enjoy the event. And if you're there a little bit later, but you're happy and you feel comfortable, the experience is going to be more enjoyable. It's going to flow easily. Ultimately, if you have a reservation or they are expecting you, there will be a place for you. Or maybe someone will be done where they're sitting, or where you can be placed for you to come in. Even parking lots, there is always someone leaving in order for you to get there, right? So the timing works perfect. You're never late, and you rather get there alive, and in good condition. So we don't want you to be rushing, speeding on the freeway, getting a ticket that is holding you back, or causing an accident because you want to be there at the exact minute. I do understand punctuality, but I want us to get you there safe and sound, and willing to enjoy, willing to enjoy the experience. That's what dates are for. We want to enjoy the experience. That is the reason why we date people. We want to have an experience that we enjoy. We want to share with people. We want to express our feelings and emotions. And women talk forever, so I'm gonna start talking so you can think. I love you. Thank you for watching.